Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where was I? Yes, one of the best themes in this game, in my opinion. It doesn't even get cool until after this part. This part just sounds boring. Do 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 do. There, that should make the balance better. I always feel I'm not talking loud enough over the game because of all the loud explosions and stuff. Then again, I hear that my voice projects when I wanted to. Yes, yes. Do 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 do. Ah, screw it. I'll go with this. Do 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 do. I'll treat you with giant lasers. Actually, I'm going to be using the Chodinji. Yo! The thing is, you might be thinking these things are taking a beating, and it's because I'm not repairing them often enough. But it's this early in the game, I don't worry about being offed, really. I mean, yes, if you die, it cuts heavily into your profits. But with the people I have on me, it's not gonna cost me much, as it were. Because, I mean, there's not much I can really do with the money I'm getting anyway. Do 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 do. It's just where it almost sounds like there's like a monkey in the background, like. I love the theme. Don't get me wrong. It's not one of those. You dare diss the theme? No. Sounds like you do, and thus you must die. Just so I can show it off. And I actually saw something on here not too long ago that I actually agree with, and that's why I wanted to show this off. Somebody must have gone, okay, how can you take Mazinger's rocket fists and make them cooler? The answer? Turn them into axes. Not even kidding. That's right, he shoots bladed rocket punch at them. Now, my question is, if he can do that, at all times, just little button, one button, and I'll pop the blades. Why isn't that his default rocket fists? Why isn't that his default? Doesn't want to waste the extra, like, half second it would take. I'm gonna repair you because I'm awesome and you are not. Mazinger needs people to hear it. And now, the awesomeness begins. Not the beginning, though. The beginning gives me a headache. Actually, no. Actually, the more I hear it, the more I like even this opening. Do 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 do. So he wants to see my great Mazinger. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about all the things. I mean, the music distracts me pretty efficiently. Not as efficiently as some people I know, but very efficiently. So the only reason I hesitate is, the grandson I'm going to be having is obviously in and of itself going to be a powerhouse. So therein lies the question. Do I really need more than one? The answer? Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. Do I want one? Yeah, maybe. Then again, it is the Great Zeo Rhymer, and that thing next to any custom robot, that thing is like that thing is my child. I mean, that thing is one of those kids where it's like, when, you ever seen those kids where the parent sort of doesn't even bother with them? The kid is a self-starter and the parent is actually a terrible example? That's pretty much how I feel about it. It's like, I personally, when it comes to gaming, I'm average. I'm okay. I'm not that good a gamer. I'm on average. I'm what most people could do, but that's because I have one important gamer skill I like to use, and that is find something you're good at in any given game and abuse the heck out of it. I do that all the time. What can I use here? Super electromagnetic area. Do I have assault yet? No assault yet, curses. But I do have Jesus Accelerate. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This theme is actually just so cool, I can't help but love it. Same thing with this though. Do 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 do. And I know as my healers get higher level, they'll be more useful. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, sorry, I couldn't resist that. I know that my healers will get more useful, but it's really early on in this game where I just don't see much point to them. I mean, Blue Earth, especially way later on, trust me, you will not see me use it. It'll be like the only healer I will use later on. So, yeah, and don't worry about Gostro per se. He's gonna try and focus in on AG. Aww, this is gonna be cute. I'm going to ram you! Yes, yes you are. Practically nothing! This is why I say it. Any warship worth its spit in any, Super Robot game doesn't need to be modified. They're already designed to be tanks. You just keep them out of fire and let them fire from... They're supposed to be artillery pieces, basically. You don't want them getting surrounded, but on the off chance they get attacked, they can hold their own. So I don't often worry about upgrading them. The only reason I did in Original Generation 2 was in hopes of actually making it able to do basically what I've dubbed the Original Generation 2 challenge, and apparently there's no limit on how many, and I can't blame them because of the setup. You can go through the whole game of Original Generation 2 as many times as you want before doing this challenge. But on Chapter 15, where you have Loon, Valletta, Gilliam, and the Hiryu Custom, you have to take out all 3 of the inspectors. It's not impossible. I've taken out one of them, and the only reason I haven't taken out another one of them was because he's got so much health, so I've actually fully upgraded my gravity cannon thing in hopes of beating him. The problem is you have to save up your SP like none other. Save up your will too, so... I'm not surprised that thing dies with one missile barrage. I mean, there isn't much to it. Stupid otterheads! How dare you think you could defeat me? You need to buy illegal parts to beat me in this match. Sorry, it's a custom Robo reference. Next time we get money, I should probably get that. Or try and find a friend that'll give it to me. You know, that's what I should do. Because I'm sick and tired of people going, why did you buy that? I could have just given it to you. I'm like, yes, you could have. Let's think, okay. His whole thing, Sulfur, your whole thing about her feeling ill when she's the cut-in, I don't think that's the case. I think she's more like, why is my head floating through space? Why is my head floating through space? Sorry, I didn't think you could hear me because of the loud explosions. I'm starting to realize that I need to, test and see what volume of game is appropriate. I want to say this is it, that this is the volume where you can hear the game and me. But this is where I can hear myself and the game, so... Do 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 do. Aye, losers! So that's the thing, I don't worry about energy being spent on the Mazinger Z until much later on. So, I'm not overly worried about it. That's the thing, is until later in the game, the Mazinger Z is just a beast. You can send him anywhere and he will just murder everything without any worries. Later on in the game, though, you need to stick somebody with a resupply near him at all times. Oh, come on, Rowan, you're better than that. And the only reason I like to keep Rowan in the Baldy is because, if you look at his helmet shape, it perfectly matches the shape of the, Baldy's head. I mean, perfectly, down to the little daddly bit at the top. So that's why I like to keep him in there. Plus, he's not half bad in that unit. Mazinger Z needs no support defense. Super Alloy Z. That's where it is. Super Alloy Z is something else you can actually get in this game as an equipable item. And now I know where its birth came from. So far, almost everything in this, so far, almost every single item that you can equip to people in this game, almost every single part is an actual item in, is an actual, like, material or something in one of the other series. Hybrid armor is commonly used in just about everything. It's like, oh, the armor we're using is a hybrid between these types of armors. That's why it's not very specific. Chobam armor, I wish I knew what that was from. Probably from Gundam, because that was one of the first things to be added to the Super Robot world, but I don't know. And when I say added, I mean one of the first things to be introduced. Sorry, I should correct myself on that. Let's do this. Ryoko, you rarely get any usage anymore, so you get the final blow on this thing. This is actually one of my favorite distortion punches, because when you see what she does, it's like, Ryoko. Basically, when I first saw this, I became a little bit of a Ryoko fanboy. This right here, just chunk. Double fist. Basically, she pulls out both her punches, rams them multiple times, and goes right on through. That is just awesome. Plus, if you read, sometimes when she does that, I don't know if it said it this time because I wasn't paying attention. But sometimes it'll just say, Gekigon Flare! Wait, why did I say that? Hey, Akira, I need you to use focus. No, nothing major, just a little bit of focus. You need to focus out there, my friend. Focus. Do. Hope you do not die. I'm not scared. I might die, but I'm not scared. For someone who's terrified of war, you sure insist that you aren't. Gekigon Flare! Punch! Falcon! Punch! That's something else I should get and have on stock, so that way I can edit it in. Speaking of, I couldn't find the clip I was looking for in the last video, as you would have noticed, and as my future self would have put, yes, Aikido, yes! Shoot down. One of my favorite things to watch. It's like, yeah, as if that could hit me. I was too fast on my gun. Now, let's see if I can pull this off. See if there's enough will going around for me to do this. Yes. Behold the manliness. Behold it. Come on, Tenkawa. Yeah. Yeah. Goji. Yeah. Here I am. For the sake of protecting the Earth. Feel the power of justice. Double Gekigon Flare! Booyah! Yeah, I can feel the flames rising within me. That is pretty much as manly as it gets in this game. There are a few moments that are far manlier, especially for people who are fans of the Mazinger series. I personally will not be using Great on this playthrough. I never really worked on Great that much. I mean, I use him when I have to, but I never really worked on him at all, so he's sorta not important to me. Sorry to say. I know Sulfur and Saul are like massive fans, and I might use him maybe, but I never cared for him. It's not that he wasn't good, he just wasn't as good as the Mazinger Z or the Mazing Kaiser. Well, now I wish I could rewind time and censor that, because that's more spoilers, but... oh yeah, there's still people inside of the thingamajig. Oh no! Goji, Akito Tenkawa, you need to go back inside because you need to heal up. Deploy. Actually, let's deploy Izuma. Izumi, sorry. Then Hikaru. Deploy Hikaru. Yes. We don't have enough for the melee formation, but we have enough for this. And this right here, another one of my favorite team-up attacks. I'm gonna try and show off every team-up attack at least once. That's sort of my goal. I'll shoot every last one of you down. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on! I know I've heard that song. Come on, come on, come on! That's it. That's what it is. Oh, I could probably edit in a clip from that really easy. But, that reminds me of, Final Fantasy Dissidia. I'll end this clip here because I don't want it to be too long. And I'll see you in the next video.